Before this story begins, I should warn you, it is about the night my phone started receiving calls from my own number. I woke up because my phone was vibrating beside my bed. The room was dark and quiet. I picked it up, still half asleep. The screen showed something strange. The caller ID displayed my own phone number. Exactly the same. My stomach tightened. No. Impossible. Phones cannot call themselves. I rubbed my eyes, thinking I was still dreaming. That happens. Sleep confusion. But the phone kept ringing. Vibrating in my hand. My own number calling me. I hesitated before answering. What if it was a glitch? Network error. That happens sometimes. I finally pressed accept. Silence. No voice. Just faint static. Like distant wind through a microphone. My heart began to race. I spoke cautiously. Hello? No response. Only static. I checked the screen again. Still my number. Exactly the same digits. I hung up quickly. My hands trembled slightly. I told myself it was nothing. A system error. Phones malfunction. That happens. I placed the phone back on the nightstand. The room returned to silence. Good. Normal. Safe. I closed my eyes again, trying to sleep. But only a few seconds later, the phone vibrated again. Same number. Calling. For those watching on YouTube or Facebook from a computer, PC, or television, please subscribe or follow the channel or page. Thank you. My phone kept vibrating in my hand. The same number. My number. Calling again. My heart started pounding. I stared at the screen, hoping it would stop. Maybe it was a network glitch. That happens. Phones sometimes bug out at night. I told myself to ignore it. If I didn't answer, it would stop. But the phone kept ringing. The sound felt louder in the quiet room. I finally answered again. Silence. No breathing. No voice. Just that faint static sound. Like distant wind through a tunnel. My throat felt dry. I spoke again. Who is this? The static continued for a few seconds. Then something strange happened. I heard a sound through the speaker. Not clear words. Just movement. A faint noise. Like someone shifting in a room. My stomach twisted. No. Impossible. I live alone. There shouldn't be anyone else inside my apartment. Yet the sound felt close. Too close. I pulled the phone away from my ear, staring at the screen. Still my number. Exactly the same. I hung up again quickly. My hands were shaking now. I stood up and looked around the room. Bed. Desk. Door. Everything normal. Safe. I checked the apartment door. Locked. Good. No one could enter. Logic. Calm. But then the phone vibrated again. Same number. Calling once more. For those watching on YouTube or Facebook from a computer, PC, or television, please subscribe or follow the channel or page. Thank you. The phone kept ringing again and again. My number. Always my number. My heart was racing now. I stared at the screen, trying to understand what was happening. Phones glitch. Networks fail. That happens. But this felt different. Too persistent. Too deliberate. I answered the call again, holding the phone slowly to my ear. Silence. Then the static returned. Faint. Constant. I listened carefully. My breathing was loud in the quiet room. Then suddenly I heard something else. A voice. Very faint. Distorted by the static. At first I couldn't understand it. Just whispers mixed with noise. My stomach tightened. I focused harder, pressing the phone closer to my ear. The whisper became clearer. And then I realized something that made my blood run cold. The voice sounded exactly like mine. Same tone. Same rhythm. It spoke softly through the static. Don't look behind you. My heart stopped for a moment. I froze. Every muscle in my body locked in place. I didn't move. I didn't breathe. The room behind me felt suddenly colder. Heavier. I slowly lowered the phone, staring at the screen. The call was still active. My number. Calling me. I hung up immediately. My hands were shaking badly now. I told myself it was impossible. A prank. A recording. Something logical. That happens. But deep down I knew something was very wrong. For those watching on YouTube or Facebook from a computer, PC, or television, please subscribe or follow the channel or page. Thank you. I stood there frozen, the phone still in my hand. The words echoed in my head, "Don't look behind you." My heart was pounding so hard it hurt. I told myself it was a prank. A recording. Some strange app glitch. That happens. Technology fails sometimes. But the voice had sounded exactly like mine. Same tone. Same way I speak. That shouldn't be possible. I slowly turned the phone screen toward me again. The call had ended. My number was still listed in the call history. Incoming. From me. My hands trembled as I locked the phone. The apartment was silent again. Too silent. I stared at the wall in front of me, refusing to turn around. The voice had told me not to look behind me. Maybe it was just trying to scare me. Maybe nothing was there. Logical thinking. Calm. But the air in the room felt different now. Colder. Heavier. I could feel the space behind my back like something was standing there. Watching. Waiting. My breathing became slow and careful. In. Out. In. Out. I told myself it was paranoia. Night anxiety. That happens. But the feeling didn't go away. I stayed like that for almost a full minute, staring at the wall. Then my phone vibrated again in my hand. Another call. Same number. My number. Calling again. My stomach twisted. I slowly answered the call without turning around. The static returned. Then the voice came back. My voice. Whispering softly through the speaker. I told you, don't look. For those watching on YouTube or Facebook from a computer, PC, or television, please subscribe or follow the channel or page. Thank you. My body went completely still. The voice on the phone, my voice, had whispered again, I told you, don't look. My hands were shaking so badly I almost dropped the phone. My heart was pounding in my chest like it was trying to escape. I stared at the wall in front of me, refusing to move. The air behind me felt heavy, like someone was standing there. Watching. Waiting. I told myself it wasn't real. A prank. A recording. Technology glitch. That happens. But the voice had sounded exactly like me. That was the part my mind couldn't explain. I slowly brought the phone closer to my ear again. The static was still there. Soft. Constant. Then I heard something else through the speaker. Breathing. Slow breathing. My breathing. Exactly the same rhythm as mine. My stomach twisted. No. Impossible. I pulled the phone away and looked at the screen again. Still my number. Still connected. I ended the call immediately. My hands felt cold now. I placed the phone slowly on the table without turning around. The silence in the room became unbearable. Then the phone vibrated again. Another call. Same number. My number. I didn't answer this time. I just stared at the screen as it rang. After a few seconds, the ringing stopped by itself. Relief washed over me for a moment. But then a new notification appeared on the screen. A voicemail. From my own number. For those watching on YouTube or Facebook from a computer, PC, or television, please subscribe or follow the channel or page. Thank you. I stared at the phone screen. A voicemail. From my own number. My hands felt cold as I slowly picked up the phone again. My heart was still racing. I told myself it was nothing. A system error. Phones glitch. That happens. But the message icon remained there. Waiting. I hesitated before opening it. What if it was just static? What if it was another prank? Logical thoughts tried to calm me. Finally, I pressed play. For a moment, there was only silence. Then the recording started. I heard breathing first. Slow. Heavy breathing. My breathing. Exactly the same rhythm. My stomach tightened. Then I heard something else in the recording. A faint sound behind the breathing. Footsteps. Very close to the phone microphone. Step, pause, step. My heart began pounding again. The recording continued. After a few seconds, the footsteps stopped. Then the voice spoke. My voice. Clearer this time. Calm. Almost amused. You looked, didn't you? My breath caught. I hadn't turned around. Not even once. I was sure of it. The recording ended suddenly. Silence returned to the apartment. I slowly lowered the phone and stared at the wall in front of me. My body felt frozen again. Then, behind me, very close to my ear, I heard a whisper in the dark. The same voice from the phone. My voice. Soft and patient. You weren't supposed to. For those watching on YouTube or Facebook from a computer, PC, or television, please subscribe or follow the channel or page. Thank you.